Hi, Jonathan Godfrey, on-site wastewater professionals. And let's talk a little more about the end caps for our Quick4 Standard Plus chamber. There's a few other possible penetration points, and I want to talk about when they're appropriate and what you might use them for. You'll notice that you've got possible penetration points at the top of the chamber up here. And we really only use those to bring water to the chamber, bring effluent to the chamber in steep slope applications where we've got plunging fall. So if we're coming off a steep slope, we're coming down slope, we may be able to drill this hole out and make our connection coming into this chamber inside in this hole saw. So we'll have an elbow or a 90 that comes down here. Care should be taken if you're going to do that when you backfill, because that could create a point load that could damage the end cap on backfill. So be careful about that. So the other time that we might use these top ports would be in the installation if local codes require observation ports. And so if that's the case, we could drill our appropriate size hole saw, put a pipe through there, and you have options where you could either have a coupling underneath, pipe here to keep it restrained and held in place. So coupling on top, coupling on the bottom to keep that pipe from sliding up and down. Or you could go all the way to the bottom of the trench with a pipe and then drill holes through the pipe to allow it to act as observation port. That's optional only if local codes or your state code requires that. The other holes on this end cap or possible ports that I want to talk about are these lower elevation ports on the end cap. They're on the side here and they're also on the back. When would we use those? And so we will typically use those when lines are on equal elevation. So trench 1, trench 2 are on the same elevation, or we're dealing with a bed configuration where we will bottom connect these trenches side to side and allow the entire bed to fill up as one unit. So that's when we do the lower side, or we could possibly come into the bottom if we're coming in from another trench that's on the same elevation. We typically would not use that in a gravity application, say from a D-box or serial distribution with a tank. So tops and sides are reserved for special applications. Thank you guys for joining us. For more information, stay tuned.